Well, morning, you guys. It's actually it's still morning. It's about 10:35. I think today is the 4th. What is it? No, it's the 5th. Sunday. And me and Jazz are in a roundabout way walking the property line. We're just out and about. Been out here since about 6 or so, wandering around in the woods and kind of chasing turkeys. Actually, there was a bunch of turkeys, or at least one good gobbler off in the distance, and we were just kind of following behind it. The damn thing was noticed us and kept on walking pretty fast in front of us, so we just kind of followed behind. Ended up back on one of the old roads, and so we're walking back up toward the house, and I don't know. I really wonder what's going to happen in the next few weeks. I mean, even though my job is basically considered exempt or essential, I am still at the moment, starting Monday, I'll be off work for about 3 weeks, or I won't be working for about 3 weeks. Maybe after about 2 or 3 weeks, things will be, I don't know. I know what it's going to be like. I'm just kind of using hopeful, wishful thinking that things will be back to kind of normal, and I'll go back to work in about 3 weeks. But my gut tells me the reality is that, yeah, I probably won't be going back to work in about 3 weeks. So I'm wondering, can anybody out there probably give me the answer to this? I started thinking about it. You got all these people, 3.3 freaking million people in the country right now are out of work, don't have any income, and there's no promising stuff in the near future that will have income. So I'm curious, what do you think's going to happen when like the electricity bill comes in, or the insurance bill for your vehicle, or whatever? What do you think's going to happen? Especially when nobody's got any, when a lot of people don't even have income and can't pay those bills. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, I'll just tell you this: on a normal day or normal conditions, if, for instance, I don't pay the insurance for my vehicle, what they'll do is they'll cancel my insurance, and when that happens in the state of Florida, you lose your driver's license. So, and then on top of that, I start thinking about the electricity bill. It would be a really big no-no for them to cut the electricity off. But I wonder, if nobody can pay it, pay the electricity bill, what do you think they're going to do? Or like car payments. or mortgages, any kind of a, monthly, or even property taxes and stuff like that. I started thinking about that because the property taxes came in, or the bill for property taxes came in, was it this month or last month or whatever, for the property here. And I mean, I'm just curious, what do you think they're gonna do? If people don't have income coming in, and for the foreseeable future won't have any income coming in, what do you think they're going to do? I mean, there's a few things that come to my mind when it comes down to like stuff that has to do with banks. They'll probably start repoing shit. They'll probably start foreclosing or what do you call it? Not repo, but the other thing. I can't remember the damn word right offhand. But banks gonna want their shit. They're gonna want either payment, or they're gonna try and take your property, or your physical property, whatever it is, your car, your property, your actual land, or whatever. I'm not sure how that's all gonna go. Not sure. I am curious. What do you guys think? What do you think they're gonna do when it comes down to bills not being paid and no way of paying them, because technically the government just shut everybody down. So I don't know I'm not sure I don't know. I'm wondering what y'all think. What do you think's going to happen? What do you think's going to happen to you if for some reason you're not working any longer, and you don't have any way of making any more income, and your bills start coming in and you can't pay it? What do you think is going to happen to you if it gets down to the point where you can't pay any of these bills? I don't know, man. I mean, there's a part of me that'd be like, if people just leave me alone and I can go back and forth. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I don't know what I'm going to do about creating some kind of income to buy or trade for whatever I need. Because, I mean, honestly, man, when the money runs out that everybody's got saved up, and then the food that they got saved up starts dwindling down to nothing. Whoa, watch out now. Watch out. Don't hurt yourself, damn it. Don't hurt yourself. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, how are people supposed to continue living? I mean, for one, if it gets down to the point where they're not able to stay where they're staying, there'll be a lot of people homeless with no income of any kind, so they won't be able to buy any food or even, pay for a place to stay. What do you think's going to happen, y'all? I mean, what if this happens to you? Which it could already be happening to you. I mean, for all I know, all these things that I'm talking about has already happened or is already happening to you. And you're trying to figure it out yourself. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where you guys are, what y'all doing, what you think is going to happen in the next few weeks to a month. Because, I mean, I'm not really sure. I mean, there's a part of me that just is like, if this continues on and on and on and whatever, I just assume not pay them shit. I just assume not give them any of my hard-earned labor and fund my own slavery and fund my own incarceration. I don't want to do that. I don't want to sit there and work for the goddamn New World Order just for them to incarcerate me or enslave me, and they're using my labor to fund it. So, I mean, there's a part of me that just is like, screw it. From this day forward, I don't feel like working for anybody or anything and paying anything to anybody. Like taxes and stuff. I don't want to pay them shit. Because quite honestly, they are doing nothing but using the monies that we earn, our labor, to use it against us, to enslave us. So, I don't want to fund my own slavery. And so there is that part of me that wants to just say fuck it all. But I don't know how. I'm not sure how I can do that yet. I might not have a choice. But I'm not sure how I can stay out here and continue to just live, without anybody bothering me or anybody coming over and demanding certain things. Because it's eventually, like they're doing in Texas, eventually what they're going to do is start doing like little camouflage guys that are going to come around house to house doing what they're going to call is a safety or welfare check, which, majority of the time when police do welfare checks, the people they're doing the welfare checks on, they end up killing. Which, if all you got to do is look it up, man. I'd say majority of the things that end up happening to people, when it comes down to the welfare checks, like some concerned neighbor was just trying to help, was concerned about their neighbors or whatever, so they called the cops. The cops come to do a welfare check. Next thing you know, the person that they were doing the welfare check on them don't want them there, or started, not complying with whatever they were talking about. So, and there's, a lot of times where cops have fucking killed those people that they were supposedly coming to do a welfare check on to see if they're okay. It's kind of funny how they come to your house to see if you're okay, and by the time, before they leave your house, you're dead. So, really, if they're so concerned about my safety and my well-being, why are they coming there to fully armed and willing to kill me if I don't comply with whatever they're talking about? Yeah, they don't give a shit about our safety or well-being. They just want us to comply. They want us to, submit to their rule. And if we don't, if you don't comply, you die in their mind. In their eyes, that's how it's going to play. You must comply or we will kill you. I don't give a shit about, they don't care about our safety and our well-being. So all this stuff they're doing is for our safety and blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. It is. It is flat out bullshit. Seriously. So, if you guys happen to start seeing any of these camouflage people, or people with blue helmets running around, just remember, they are willing to use deadly force against you if you don't comply. They are willing to use deadly force against you and kill you, murder you, if you do not comply with their orders, edicts, rules, whatever. What gives them the fucking right to do that? Sure as hell ain't me. I didn't give them the right to do that. You know? It's the 1122 Wingnut Radio. And I'm out here for Anarchy TV. Me and Jazz out here are gonna keep it real. I'm back out.